All right, have you heard about the newest workplace trend? Maybe not. It's called hush trips, and it's meant to be secretive. Let's bring in Jessica Kriegel, Chief Scientist of Workplace Culture at Culture Partners. Jessica, so nice to see you. What is a hush trip?
Well, a hush trip is when you go on vacation, you take a trip, maybe you go to Hawaii, maybe you go visit your parents' house and you bring your laptop with you because you're not going to take PTO. You're going to keep working, you're going to log into those Zoom calls, you're going to be checking your email, but you're not doing it from home, you're doing it from wherever you've gone to.
Are there worries about productivity here? I mean, especially if employees are working from vacation spots and maybe don't have a proper work setup, or maybe, I don't know, there are distractions?
Well, that's the problem is that HR and CEOs are thinking, oh my goodness, we're going to lose productivity from our employees. This is a bad thing. We need to lock this down. We need to put in policies so that this doesn't happen. And the reality is, if they were smart, they would be using this as a perk. They would say, we welcome you to take hush trips. We know that if you can do your work from a beach, that's going to spark new ideas, creativity, innovation. And you want to create the kind of psychological safety for employees where they can say to their manager, hey, is it cool if I take a trip and do work while I'm on that trip, rather than making it be a hush hush thing?
You know, Jess, it's so interesting. I just spoke to the United Airlines CEO who pointed to higher travel demand as a result of hybrid work culture. Listen.
Hybrid work makes every weekend a holiday is the new normal. They now have the flexibility with their time that they can leave on a Wednesday or Thursday, make a long weekend. They still work on Thursday or Friday. They log in remotely just like they would if they were at home working remotely.
This is the CEO of a major airline who's noticing exactly what you're talking about, that people want to work from other places, maybe not remotely from home, but from, the beach or the mountains.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and we have actually done research that found that there is more psychological safety, more ability to take hush trips in companies that have more diversity in leadership. So when you have more leaders that are women, you have more empathy in the organization overall. That actually led to direct increases in culture strength, in psychological safety, and in employee engagement. So this is a good thing. I once took a 2-month hush sabbatical. I worked for one of those tech giants, and I took my laptop to Hawaii, and my boss had no idea, and I was more productive than ever.
But what about crossing state lines here, even national borders? Does that trigger legal, tax, and compensation issues here?
Oh, well, when you're working from home for one of these international companies, which is what I did, I was working at Oracle, not at all. But some of these hush trips are literally just an hour down the road. I live in Sacramento. I could go to Tahoe. I mean, it is not a big deal to just take your laptop to a different location. In fact, we should be embracing it. Put it on your career page. That's my advice to CEOs. Get your career page and say, at this company, we welcome you to take trips so that you can do your best work wherever you do that.
All right, Jessica Kriegel, nice to see you this Friday morning. Thank you.
Nice to see you too.